to SportsMatters TV, bringing you exclusive interviews, plus the latest in boxing, MMA, football, wrestling, GAA, darts and snooker. We cover it all. Now, here's your host, Jerry Coughlan.
Okay, so welcome to Sports Matters with me, Jerry Coughlan. It's been a great day, and I'm joined by another Irish champion. Shauna, how's things with you?
Very good.
Good stuff. Now, is it your first time on camera? Or have you been on camera before?
Well, my dad's been running a Fight for Life project, so I've been on that a few times.
Good stuff. I'm gutted. I was hoping I was the first.
No.
Because I needed to get a hold of you before. I can't get a hold of you at all, because maybe next year you'll have agents and stuff, and I'll have to go through your website to try and get a hold of you. And
Hopefully.
Hopefully. So we have to talk about the early days. How did you get started first there?
So my dad started Thai boxing in 2009, I think.
Yeah.
And I've always looked up to my dad. He's always been a great role model for me, and when he was doing it, I wanted to do it. So he told me that one of his friends, Coughlan, was doing it in Cobra. That's actually like only about a 3-minute walk from my house. So he sent me down there, and Derek set up a kids class, but for the first few weeks I was the only person that was showing up. So it was kind of like a one-on-one, me and Derek, and I just fell in love with it from there. And I think it was like my second session, and I went up to Derek and I was asking him to fight, and he was just laughing at me. I was so eager, and I loved it like straight away.
It's in the blood, so like
yeah,
fighting straight away. Jesus, that's one already. And like you've achieved so much already, but like, you know, what kind of like the girl scene's really taken off. Obviously, it was all the men fighting. Now the girls has really taken off. Like, do you think the scene's good in Ireland at the moment? There's a lot of big competition, as you know.
Yeah, for me now, like I'm 16 and I've had 7 fights, and you know, I think there's about maybe 5 girls my age, my weight in all of Ireland. Yeah. But then when I go to junior events and I might see about 20 girls that are aged 8, 9, 10, 11, and they're all like really good friends, and they go into the ring, they fight, they come out, and they're over playing with their phones together, and it's not like, this is my gym, this is a gym in Dublin, this is a gym in Waterford. Everyone just comes together, and like, especially for girls, like it is very hard to get a match, because like I'm 16, and if there's like 5 girls in all of Ireland, you know, it's hard to go over to the UK to fight, because it's expensive, and it's like, it's just time, and it just takes a lot of effort. So when I started first, there was no one. Like my first fight in Ireland was against a girl called Emer Codge, and I think she was 24 at the time, and I was 14. Jesus. Yeah, it was hard. I think it was like, when people were saying to me, you do know she's a lot older than you, that's kind of what made me nervous. But when I went into the ring, it was like, that just went out, you know, once the bell kind of rang, it was like, you're there, like you're after training, like the training's done, there's no more you can do when you're going into the ring, like. That's
crazy, 24?
Yeah.
That's not allowed. That's madness.
Yeah.
And like, you've come so far since then as well, like besides your dad, who else did you look up to? Like, did you like boxing? Was there a kind of other sport you liked as well?
No, I was always really athletic, so I did dancing, basketball, soccer, and then now Thai boxing. But like, I've my trainer Derek has, like, since day one, like he's always been so good, like good to me. And look, when you're training for a fight, it's like it's 6 days a week, twice a day, and sometimes a lot of it needs to come from you, like the effort. But you see, sometimes when you're having a bad day, it's good to have people in the gym, Joe, who are in good spirit, like to kind of lighten the mood a bit.
Give you the boost as well.
Yeah.
And like, tell us about this belt. First of all, it's awesome. We've had 2 belts today. So Irish champ, tell us all about that.
So I fought for that belt in 2015 October, and I lost. I fought a girl called Maya from Warriors in Dublin, and after the fight, like, I went up straight away, shook hands, and we just became really good friends. And throughout the whole year, we were like Snapchatting, and we'd FaceTime sometimes, and if I was fighting, I'd ring her. If she was doing something, she'd tell me, and like we got on really well, like. And then I was fighting in Neptune in October, and I was training for 7 weeks for that again. I trained very hard, and then it was only 2 weeks after the fight in Neptune. That was the draw, the fight in Neptune, and it was 2 weeks after that I found out that I could fight for the belt again, but it would be against the same girl, and So I rang her straight away and we were talking about it, and I went up there on the day and there was another girl in my category. So Maya got the bye to the final because she won the belt last year.
Yeah.
And I fought a girl called Amy, and I think it only lasted 24 seconds the first round. It was meant to be 3 2-minute rounds, but it went 24 seconds in the first, and I stopped it with knees, and then I kind of came out and just straight up to Amy to talk to her, you know, like I don't think, like, I think there might be a lot of things behind, like, Thai boxing saying, oh, if it's a fighting sport, like, that there's, like, a bit of bitchiness behind it, but I don't feel that at all. Like, I think in the end of the day, me and Maya were great friends, but when we got in the ring, that was pushed aside for, we both wanted to win, like, we both wanted to win. Yeah,
and there's a lot of respect there, because it's probably the most respected sport in the world. You see, like, 9 out of 10 fighters, obviously you get, like, in the big kind of, like, you know, like the UFC or something, you see there's a couple of egos that they'll have a bit of trash talk afterwards again, but the majority of them all have respect. They'll shake hands, they'll hug, and it's great to see that, like, you know what I mean? But it must be hard fighting someone you know, obviously, you know, it can't be a good thing.
Yeah, like, with Maya, we'd been friends for a year, and I lost the belt to her the year before, so when I was going up to Waterford the day of the rematch, I was going to win. I wasn't going to be friends, you know. Yeah. But, like, then we were talking before the fight, and then I had to kind of leave, listen to my music, and just kind of switch on, like. And then when the fight was over, after every round we touched gloves, and even my trainer was like, you know, like, you don't need to touch gloves after every round, but it was just kind of something we both did, or we both said well done after every round. Like, we were friends, so it was great. Like, and
it was for the cause as well, obviously, so it was good to see that respect. You fought at Neptune. I was at that fight. And dear Lord, we had front row seats, and I won't forget it. Like, I just remember the kicks, the knees, and we had a friend called Adrian that came, and he somehow ended up getting popcorn into the stadium. I don't think they were selling the popcorn, but he just paused. He was like, "This is vicious." It was a great fight. You were unlucky to get, like, it was a draw, as you know, but you know, it was kind of, we were just blown away, because it was probably the first time in Cork I've seen girls actually fight. What was it like fighting Neptune? Because it was a great show, big audience.
Yeah, it was, you know, the fight in Neptune, I'd been training for the 7 weeks, and the fight was on the Thursday, I think, or maybe the Saturday, but I found out the Sunday before one of my great friends had passed away, and it was very hard, because I train at 6 o'clock in the morning and I train at 6 o'clock at night, and I found out the Sunday night that my friend had passed, and I was training Monday morning at 6 o'clock, and it's not that I was given the choice after I found out, like, if you can take the fight or you don't have to. Like, my trainer Derek, again, like, he was so good, you know, and it was like, if I didn't take the fight, I don't think I would have got anything out of it, you know. Where I knew if I had something to concentrate on, it just might, like, help me stay positive, and that's what I do find with Thai boxing. It's like somewhere you go and everyone wants you to do well, and it's just such a positive environment, and, like, I love it so much, I really do. But when I went to the show in Neptune that day, I seen Emer, the girl I had fought, the girl who was older, and I was talking to her, and I was seeing Mickey, and all my friends were there, and it was everyone there. I knew I had the support behind me, and I knew I trained hard, so I went in and I gave it my best, like, and it was a hard fight. It was really good, and hopefully I'll get a rematch, like, but you know, to see if who takes the win, she could take it, I could take it, but, like, when I train for something, I really do like to give it 150%, because I don't like to lose. I lost one fight and never again.
This is why you have this now as well.
Yeah.
So there's no looking back. And of course, like, future plans. You're so young.
Yeah.
Like, so young. Like, to have this title at 16 is awesome. Like, what do you reckon is the main goal for you?
I think that now I'm in 5th year, so I've been trying very hard, like, with school and stuff, and I do dancing and soccer and basketball. I have a lot of sports that, like, I'm always going, you know. I don't like to just be sat at home watching TV. I feel like I'm looking for something to do all the time, but, like, I hopefully now I'll fight in the Cobra show in April, and
then a big show that'd be great.
Yeah, it'll be very good. Derek puts on a great show. He gets a good crowd, and look, I'm just going to stay training maybe four times a week, and just kind of tip one away, and if something comes up, we'll take it.
Good stuff. I like that. And like, what's your main goal?
I'd love, well, since when I joined Thai boxing, I always wanted an Irish belt, always. And now it's just like, when I look up to Eamon Barlow and Elaine McGillity, I could sit down and watch them fight for hours, you know. It's like, I watch people like that, and they're people I'm gonna have to, like, you know, hopefully one day I might get a match up with someone like that, you know.
Yeah.
It's like, kind of at the moment, even when I look at the juniors now, I'm saying they'll come to an age where they'll be like, oh, I want to fight her, you know.
Yeah.
And they're amazing, like, they are so good. And it's like, in Cobra there's like a kids class, and I train the kids sometimes, and like, there's a few girls down there who tell me that they look up to me, and for someone to say that to me, like, it's like, whoa, like, you know, like, what have I done? But it's just like, when you can bring something like that back to the gym, and there's like people telling you that, like, you're inspiring them, like, that's what it's all about, like.
It is, and it's all worth it in the end.
Yeah.
Like, we wish you all the best of luck. We're going to go to all your fights, and your credit, like, say, like, when you're 20 years of age, I can't imagine how many belts you're going to have then.
Yeah,
It's
hopefully.
It's going to happen. Listen, Shauna, thanks a minute. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
Check out all the latest interviews with Jerry and the Stairs weekly on SportsMatters.